traders, Gary Wagner here just after 11 o'clock in Honolulu, 5 o'clock in New York. It is Thursday, August 22nd, 2019, and this is the daily report for gold and silver. Gold and silver modestly lower today as traders, market participants, and analysts await Chairman Powell's speech tomorrow at Jackson Hole Economic Symposium. In terms of the talk or chatter right now, it is across the board. You can find an analyst who will make a case for rate cuts, a case for keeping any information close to their chest, and keeping rates unchanged on the day. The one thing that I believe overall is going to come and haunt the Fed is the tremendous budget deficit that will reach $960 billion this year and is forecast to go well beyond $1 trillion in 2020. In order to stave off any repercussions from that, it's almost a certainty, I believe, that the Fed will have to initiate a series of rate cuts to deal with that issue. Let's take a look at current pricing. Gold has definitely traded in a muted and compressed range today. It is trading lower on the day to the tune of about $8.10, with December futures currently printing at $1,507.60. The low, 1502.10, the high, 1514.60. The one thing that we can say on the bullish side is that it has maintained a price point definitely above 1,500 per ounce. However, anything is possible as Powell speaks tomorrow. Silver gave up roughly 0.8%, hovering at $17, 1701.5 cents. We had platinum and palladium trading higher, a $2.10 gain in platinum, $860.20, and palladium gained about $14, is currently printing at $14.79.10. Let's take a look at our charts. As we look at today's move in gold, which is lower, the market has absolutely been under pressure all week. We have to look at the lows that have come in recently, and given that we had this extended range last week, that is when gold traded to the record high this year, and in fact the highest trading point really since April of 2013, the underlying fact is there has been real support at roughly $1,500 per ounce, which speaks loudly to me in terms of there being buyers in the market that are willing to come in and buy the dip anytime we see gold prices reach these lows. Nonetheless, it is all on Powell's shoulders in terms of what he says tomorrow when he speaks at the Economic Symposium at Jackson Hole and how that is perceived and taken in by analysts and market participants. We've seen mixed messages in U.S. equities throughout the week, and we have seen analysts citing various assumptions or theories as to what the next move of the Federal Reserve will be. The obvious answer is nobody but the members know, and the fact is they are keeping it more ambiguous than I have witnessed in quite some time. Gone are the days when Powell talked about transparency and letting traders and investors know the plans of the Federal Reserve. We don't know what their current dot plot is. We don't know what they're thinking. And their underlying words right now in terms of the minutes that were released yesterday, the one that pops out at me is optionality. In other words, they want to keep their options open and act according to data as the data comes in. That suggests that they are hesitant to do what I believe they know they must do, because not so much pressure from President Trump, but the fact that all the other central banks are doing it, continue to cut rates. We also have to bring in the fact that the budget deficit for the United States has swelled under President Trump. Fiscal year ending in September is now looking to come in at about $960 billion with a B, dollars, and it is projected that next year, 2020, it will swell past $1 trillion. That will almost necessitate that the Fed does something to stave off economic despair. This has been Gary Wagner, wishing you as always good trading. We will talk to you tomorrow on Friday for the weekly wrap-up and review. Have a great day. Bye-bye.